Let me tell you a quick story. A few years ago, I remember sitting in front of my laptop at 2 a.m., refreshing my bank app over and over. Nothing changed. Same number, same stress. I wasn't lazy, I wasn't dumb, I was just stuck. I had watched dozens of videos titled, "How to Make Money Online." They all sounded amazing. Until I realized something. None of them told me what to do first when you're actually starting from zero. No money, no skills, no audience, no clue. That's where most people quit. And here's the uncomfortable truth. No one says out loud, the internet is full of money opportunities, but beginners fail because they start in the wrong order. They try to run before learning how to walk. They jump into crypto, drop shipping, trading, AI tools. Not because it makes sense, but because it sounds fast. And when it doesn't work, they assume the problem is them. It's not. The problem is that nobody gives you a clear path. So in this video, I'm not going to hype you up. I'm not going to sell you dreams, and I'm definitely not going to tell you you'll get rich overnight. What I will give you is clarity. A simple, beginner-friendly way to think about making money online. The same framework that actually works if you're starting from zero. Before we talk about how to make money, we need to fix one dangerous mindset mistake. Most beginners ask the wrong question. They ask, what is the best way to make money online? That question sounds smart, but it's a trap. The real question is, what is the next logical step for someone like me? Because the best method for someone with skills, money, or an audience is completely different from the best method for a beginner. If you mix those up, you burn time, energy, and confidence. So let me simplify this. Making money online always comes down to 3 stages. Not strategies, not hacks. Stages. Stage 1 is survival income. Stage 2 is skill income. Stage 3 is scalable income. Most people try to jump straight to stage 3 and fail. Beginners who win always start with stage 1. Stage 1 is not sexy. It won't impress anyone, but it gives you momentum. This stage is about one thing only, proving to yourself that you can make money online. Not a lot, not passive, just real. Why is this so important? Because once you make your first dollar online, something changes. You stop consuming content and start thinking like a problem solver. Your brain switches from, is this possible, to, how do I do more of this? And that shift is everything. In a minute, I'll show you exactly what stage 1 looks like in real life. No theory, no fluff. But first, you need to understand this. Online money is not about ideas. It's about value transfer. Someone has a problem. You help solve it. Money moves. That's it. If you keep that simple rule in mind, you'll avoid 90% of beginner mistakes. So now that you understand the game, let's talk about the smartest place to start, especially if you have no experience and no money. And this is where most videos lie to you. So let me tell you what happened after that first realization. Once I understood that online money is just value transfer, I stopped chasing big ideas and started looking for small problems. And that's when things clicked. I remember seeing someone online saying they made money editing short videos for small businesses. Nothing fancy, no viral content, just basic edits. My first reaction? That's too simple. It can't work. That thought right there is the reason most people stay broke. Beginners don't fail because things are hard. They fail because simple things feel too small to be worth their time. But here's what I learned the hard way. Simple beats impressive, every time. I didn't start with a brand. I didn't have a website. I didn't even know what I was doing. I just asked one question. Who already has money and needs help? That question changes everything, because people with money don't care about your background. They care about results. So instead of asking, how do I make money online? I asked, who can I help today? That's stage 1 thinking. Stage 1 income usually looks boring from the outside, but boring pays the bills. It might be editing, writing, posting, organizing, replying, managing, fixing small problems people don't want to deal with. And no, it's not passive, but it's real. This is where most people mess up again. They think stage 1 is where you get stuck forever. It's not. Stage 1 is temporary. Its only job is to buy you time and confidence. Because once you have proof, even $100, your mindset changes. You stop thinking like someone begging for opportunities and start thinking like someone building leverage. That's when stage 2 begins. Stage 2 is where skills start to matter. Not talent, not passion. Skills. Things you can learn, practice, and improve. This is where people finally stop asking, "What's trending?" and start asking, "What can I get better at?" And here's something nobody tells beginners. You don't need a unique skill. You need a useful one. Useful beats unique. A skill that saves time. A skill that makes money. A skill that reduces stress. That's why so many people make real money doing things that look boring on the internet. Because boring is reliable. Now here's the big mistake I almost made. I thought once I had a skill, everything would be easy. It wasn't. What changed wasn't the difficulty. It was the direction. Instead of guessing, I had a path. And once you have a path, effort actually compounds. That's how people reach stage 3. Stage 3 is where things scale. Content, products, systems, automation. But notice something important. Stage 3 only works because stages 1 and 2 exist. People who skip the first 2 stages don't build businesses. They build frustration. That's why so many people say, "I tried making money online, it didn't work." What they really mean is, "I tried starting at the top without building the base." And the internet punishes that. So if you're watching this right now and thinking, "I have no money, no experience, no direction," that's not a disadvantage. That's clarity. Because you don't need everything. You just need the next step. And in the next part of this video, I'll break down exactly what stage 1 looks like today. Realistic options, realistic timelines, and what to ignore completely as a beginner. No hype, no shortcuts, just the truth that actually works.